Today's topic is lines and angles. Before going to the chapter lines and angles, we need to know some terminology related with lines and angles chapter. That is line and line segment. So what is a line and what is a line segment? So this is a line and the part of a line is called line segment. This is AB is a part of total line, that is total line. AB is a part. So here the AB is a line segment. The line segment can be denoted in two ways, that is in this way or in this way. These are two ways to denote line segment. Next, what is a ray? What is a ray? So a ray is a denotes the direction of pointing. This A, B. This is a ray. So here AB denoting this side, denoted. So AB is a ray denoted. Let us example. This is a line. C and A in this way. A ray can be further extended in this way or in this way. Only one direction ray can be extended, that is A and B. So here the AB is extended in this direction. Or let us consider this is AC. This AC is going in this way. AC is going this way, so denoted by in this way. So A is a point, it's a line which is going in this way. Next we go to collinear and non-collinear points. Collinear points and the name itself says what kind of points are. That is collinear. Collinear is same. Co is a join and linear is same. Point is nothing but dot or a point. So this is a line A, B, C. These are 3 points. 3 points joining the line. So that is on the same line. So A, B, C are the collinear because A, B, C points are joining the same line with points. So ABC is a collinear. If the point, let us consider D is a point here. D is a not touching or not connected, not joined with the line. So D point is the non-collinear. D is the non-collinear because D point, there is a D or any point that is not touched with the line is nothing but a non-collinear. If here intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines, same, the name itself, intersecting and non-intersecting lines. So intersecting meaning is, that is joining or touching. Touch, that is crossed. Here the line, this is AB is a line and this is a CD is a another line which is crossed or which is touched with the AB line. This is a common point. Let us consider as a O, common point, or we can call it as a intersecting point. Intersecting point because it is a intersecting point makes two lines touch each other. That is intersecting lines. Non-intersecting lines. The name itself says no touching or no joining. No joining or no touch. This is the two lines, or this is the two lines. No touching take place. There is a AB and thus that is CD. CD, two lines. There is no touching takes place. So these are non-intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are touching. Now we go to the parallel lines. What is a parallel line? Parallel lines. The two or more lines produced further. They do not meet. They do not touch. They do not meet. Then the lines should said to be parallel lines. And also the one condition is that the distance between two lines should be same. This is the AB line and this is a CD line. The distance should be same throughout the length. Then the lines are said to be parallel lines. Condition 1 is they do not meet. Do not meet. And condition 2 is same length. That is parallel lines over concurrent lines. Concurrent lines. That is two or more lines passing through the same common point. That is here the AB and a CD is the another line, and there is a EF is the another line. EF is the other line. There is a O is a common point. So two or more lines passing through the only one common point is called collinear lines. When the two or more lines having the same common point, then the lines are said to be collinear point. This is the collinear points, and this is also collinear. This is a collinear. That is concurrent lines. Concurrent lines. Concurrent lines. This is a concurrent line having the common one point. It is AB. This is a line. This is a B line and C line. This is the three lines intersecting at a point O having the same common point is called concurrent lines. Let's try some examples. These are the parallel lines. These two are parallel lines. These are not parallel lines. If this line is touched on this line is extended something in this way, so this line is touching in this way. So this is the intersecting line. Here these two are intersecting line. These two are parallel lines. Now we go to the angles. The lines are completed. That is angles. So what is an angle? When the two lines touch at end. Two lines having same end point makes an angle. AC is a line and AB is a line having the same common end point. That is a common end point. That is nothing but it is called vertex. Common end point is called vertex. Makes an angle. This is called angle. This is a vertex, and vertex of two lines makes an angle. These are the types of angles. That is complementary angle, supplementary angle, linear pair of angles, adjacent angles. Here don't need to get confused of these are all angles. The name itself indicates the what kind of angle it is. So complementary. The sum of two angles makes 90 degrees, then it is called complementary angles. That is, this is a 90 degrees. This is a right angle, and also we can, in triangles we can come across, that is right angle. This is A, C, B, C. This is a common point O letters, that is a ray O. So AOB plus OBC is equal to 90 degrees. The combination of two angles is equal to 90 degrees. Then the angle is called complementary angle. We can take an example of the complementary angle. Let us consider this. Consider 36 is the angle, and there is something, this is a 54 angle. That is angle 36 plus angle 54 is equal to angle 90. Then these two angles makes a complementary angle. Complementary angle, sum of two angles is a complementary angle. Let's do AO. It is ABO. ABO and OBC plus OBC. ABO makes 36 angle and BOBC makes 54 angle. This combination of two angles makes 90. Then the angles are said to be complementary angles, is equal to 90 degrees, is called complementary angles. Similarly, supplementary angles. In the complementary angles, that is two angles, angle A plus angle B is equal to 90 is equal to complementary. Complementary angles. Here the angle A plus angle B is equal to should be 180. Let us example taken. Here this is a right angle. Here this is A, this is B. This is a angle A, angle B. Here we have to take an example of supplementary. So here this A and B. Angle A plus angle B is equal to 90. Here angle A plus angle B is equal to 180. So sum of two angles is 90 is a complementary angle, and sum of two angles is equal to 180 is a supplementary angles. This is supplementary angle. Two are same, but the angle of measurement is different. Let's take an example of supplementary and complementary together. O, A. This C. So here the sum of two angles should be 90. Here the sum of two angles should be 180. Then the two angles are supplementary. Here the two complementary. So if the sum of two angles gives 90 degrees, then this angle should be complementary. If the sum of two angles gives the result of what is 180, then the supplementary. Next, we go to the linear pair of angles and adjacent angles. First, we go to the adjacent angles. The adjacent name itself, the word itself says that side by side. When the two angles are side by side, then the angles are said to be adjacent angles. So, adjacent are the side by side. A, B. So, this is C. These are the two adjacent angles. This is the side by side, having the common arm and the common vertex. This is a vertex. This is a vertex. That is vertex mathematics common point. Common point having the two or more lines having the common point. This is a vertex. Vertex. Let us take the examples of adjacent angles. Irrespective of what number of angle, that may be 90 degrees, that may be 180 degrees also, that may be 360 degrees also. Here this is a O, there is a, let us consider CD is a line, and this is A, and here the B. So CD making a line, this is a common arm and also having the common vertex. Vertex common point is nothing but vertex. So these two angles, this ACD is angle, here ACD is angle, and DCB is another angle. DCB is another angle, which are side by side. So that's why these two angles are adjacent angles. And here also these two angles are adjacent angles. Adjacent is nothing but a side by side together, this side and this side. At this side, here the ACD, there is these and these two are adjacent angles, and these two are adjacent angles, and these two also adjacent angles. Let me explain clear. Here the AOB is the AOB and BOD. This is a two side. This angle and this angle. This BOD are the two adjacent angles. And another point BOD. It is BOD and DOA. That is DOA. These are the BOD. This one angle and DOA. This is another angle. These are the two adjacent angles. And another combination also. DOA. This one angle, and there is this angle. Here the angle AOB. These are the two adjacent angles. So having the common arm and vertex makes it two angles which are side by side. These are the adjacent angles. So do not confuse with the linear angles. Let me explain linear angles. So linear pair of angles. So the linear, that is pair of angles, that should be line. In this way, this makes two lines. That should be 180. So the sum of two angles, which is a pair angles, should equal to the 180 or straight line. Let an example. There is A, this is a point O, this is a point AO, there is a point, this C is a line. So AOB, there is AOC plus and COB should be is equal to linear pair of angles. This is a pair, side by side pair of angles, that should be linear. So 180 or a straight line should be mixed straight line. Something like this also makes an angle. And also here makes two angles that is equal to 180, and here also makes it two angles that is equal to 180. Angle A, that is angle B, and here the angle C and D. Let me clear the doubt, the confusion about linear pair of angles, and that is that is adjacent angles. Here the linear pair of angles, that is here let us consider there is angle A, angle B. So angle A plus angle B should be equal to 180. There is nothing but a straight line makes a 180. Always straight line makes 180 degrees. So the A plus B should be 180. So here we get that linear pair of angles equal to supplementary angles. All linear pair of angles are equal to supplementary angles. So when we come to the adjacent angles, here the adjacent angles not equal to 180. They may be greater than 180. The concept is they should be side by side, only side by side with a common arm or common vertex. Whereas a linear pair of angles, they should be equal to sum of two angles equal to should be 180, and the adjacent angle should be side by side but not equal to the straight line, and also not equal to the, it should be less than 180 also. Let us consider here the AOB and angle AOB plus angle AOC, BOC. These are the two angles which are adjacent side by side. So the common arm and also O is a vertex. Then these are said to be adjacent angles, whereas not as a linear pair of angles. Linear pair should be exactly equal to 180. Next, we go to the transversal. The transversal is a key point that is important in lines and angles. A line touches or intersect two or more lines at distinct point. This is a line. This is a line which intersect two or more lines. That is two, or let us take two lines. That is, this is M, this is N. Two lines. Another line, that is one line is intersecting the two lines at different points. This is a point 1, this is a point 2. So different points a line is touching on two different, there is a two lines. A line is touching. What is definition of transversal? Is a line touching the two or more lines. We can take here 2 or 3 number of lines. A line is touching the two or more lines at a different point. Here this one X, that is a O, and P is a line. OP is a line touching the different lines at different points. Then the OP is a transversal